Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit that subscribe bar or give me a thumbs up if you like the content, or hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. Or alternatively, you can look me up at my website, which is www.garethcahoon.co.uk. As you can see at the moment above my head, there's man, Genesis 2:24. Ish is the Hebrew word for man, and Brit is the Hebrew word for covenant. So to be British is to be a covenant man, at least if you study Hebrew and you know. So why I'm so proud to be British and an evangelical. British, when separated and translated into Hebrew, stands for Brit in the Hebrew. Brit means to cut a covenant, as in circumcision. So we know that the Brit means covenant. B with a comma above, and R-I-T in case you're looking to spell it. It's it means covenant. And as you can see above my head, Ish in Hebrew means man or husband. You put the two together and you come up with a covenant man, or rather man of the covenant. This makes me so proud to be British and to also be a man. So we are intrinsically linked to Israel and the Jewish people. There were three nations that followed Judeo-Christian values. Those three nations who made a covenant with Yahweh is number one, Israel, number two, Britain, and number three, America. And if you look at the map of Israel today and the American 13 colonies, you'll see a striking resemblance to each other. Even Britain looks similar. You see men of God invoked by the Spirit moved around the world to spread the gospel and to make Yeshua, Jesus, widely known and spoken about. You see, our language has different ways in which the words were actually Jewish. For example, the word alphabet is alpha, which is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and bet is the second letter of the Hebrew alphabet. So our word alphabet is where we get the word for alphabet, and in Hebrew, alpha and bet are the first two letters in the Hebrew language. So you can see how our English language has taken some of its cues from the original Hebrew. Just thought this Hebrew word study would be illuminating, and that it would show that we are linked with the Jewish people by faith, by language, and by coming to faith with the seed of Abraham, who is Messiah Yeshua. So if you are a man who is feeling worthless or heavy laden, Yeshua can bind all wounds, heal the brokenhearted, raise the dead, make blind eyes see. So as a real man follows in his footsteps and doesn't run from being a strong defender of the British values, and to know that our very culture aligns with Israel and the Jewish people. So if you are someone in the United Kingdom or in America or indeed any other country and you think that you can divest from Israel, well, you may think again, because when you divest from Israel, you divest from the very country that gave us our values and ideals that have worked for thousands and thousands of years. So to be British, sometimes we've been made to feel like we're not a good country and we weren't formed by God-fearing people who once believed that God was the answer. And when Britain had the chance to bless Israel after the Second World War, she totally reneged on everything. And even the Balfour Declaration that she came up with, she favoured the Arabs because the Arabs had oil and Britain needed oil at that time cheaply. So Britain chose money over spiritual things. And whenever you put money above spiritual things, you can never prosper. And it's only when Britain remembers that we are grafted in to Israel, that Israel is the root and that we are the branches. And if some of those branches were broken off and you being a wild olive were grafted in among them, do not be jealous against the root, because it is not the root it's not the branches that support you, it's the root. And Israel is that root, and we are the branches grafted in, because some of Israel's branches were broken off so that we could be grafted in. And that is just such a wonderful thing. So to be British, we should be proud of being British. Britain brought a lot to the world over its generations. And if it hadn't of turned its back on the Jewish people, I believe the British Empire would still be strong today. But instead, the British Empire is a weak-kneed, yellow-bellied imperial thing that has gone into history because we didn't stand for and beside the Jews when they were needing our help. So let's rise up and take back the genuine British covenant men who stand for God, country, and family. If men took back that mantle, this world would be a whole lot of a better place. But unfortunately, men these days are too busy sitting in front of computer screens playing games or drinking or something that takes them away from the true path of righteousness, truth, and love. Shalom, Maranatha, and hallelujah.